Hey, this is your girl, Michaela Renee, all day, every day. And today I actually wanted to come to you with a video that I have been waiting to do since last summer of 2018. And that is the pH strip testing for water. And also I wanted to test my own saliva and urine for alkalinity versus acidity. So there are a couple of waters that I got that are very common for people to drink in Texas. One is Core, and I regret to say that my son drank it up, not knowing that I was using it and preserving it for this test. So let's just get started. Now, as you can see, I'll be using actually two different pH test strips. One is Just Fitter, okay, and apparently you see the results in 15 seconds, and there are 125 strips because of the bonus 25 strips. The other one is called Healthy Wiser, okay? And you can pretty much use this to test your urine, saliva, drinking water, water filter checks, pool, hot tub, aquariums, hydroponics, alkaline diet, and much, much more. Okay, so we will be using these, and the waters that we're going to be testing is Great Value Spring Water. This water is about 99 cents for the gallon, and I get this here at my local H-E-B in Texas. The other one we're going to be testing is the Smart Water, okay? And I see a lot of people drinking the Smart Waters. We're going to test Aquafina, which is a very popular brand. Everybody knows about that one. And the Evian, or is it Evian? I don't know, but it's natural spring water, supposedly. I see a lot of people drinking that water, as well as the Fiji, which we'll be testing. This is the natural artesian water, so we'll see how that works because it's allegedly from the islands of Fiji. Next, we have two waters that I actually recommended for my clients to drink, which is Essentia. Essentia brags that its alkaline levels are, I think, where are we? A 9.5 pH. So we'll be seeing if that's correct, and I'm praying that it is since I recommended it. And then we also have Evermore. Evermore brags an alkaline pH level of 8.8 to 9.1, and I recommended this water as well. It's a little bit cheaper than Essentia. So we'll be testing Evermore. Now we also have Ozark, which is made right here in Texas, and it's about $1 and some change for this gallon of water. So we'll be opening up these pH strips, and then we're going to be testing the following waters, which are very popular. Again, I did want to also test the Core, a water called Core, but apparently again, my son drank it all up. So I'm going to put the pH test strips in each of the glasses, which represents the water that's behind it. And we'll come back and see the results. Okay, we're back, and I just wanted to show you what the pH test strips look like before use. All right, so the results are in, and what we have is some pretty accurate results. We have the Great Value Spring Water, and it's actually testing about a 5 as far as alkalinity is concerned. As you see, the strips are not too far away from how the strips on the Smart Water look. So if you do a comparison, you see it's slightly a little bit greener versus yellow, but it's pretty much the same. So your Smart Water is actually registering at a 6, okay? So it's not too smart to drink that water as far as alkalinity is concerned. So 5, and we have a 6. Then we have the Aquafina. Aquafina, let me see what my notes. The Aquafina, just like the Smart Water, was also registering at a 6, as you can see. And this is based upon the chart that I have here, and also the chart that comes with this test as well. Okay, so we have a 5, a 6, and a 6. Now, the Evian actually did pretty well. It tested pretty well, and as you can see here, this water this strip is actually blue and green. If you look at the other strips, it didn't even change colors, barely. Because if you look at the short strip, how it starts, it's supposed to be yellow. So for it to still be yellow for the great value, still be yellow for the smart water, just turned a little dark orange. I know it looks a little green on my phone, but it's actually a dark orange. I wish I can convey that a little bit better. Oh, okay, there we go. It's a dark orange. Okay, so it didn't really change too much on the smart water. And it didn't really change too much on the Aquafina, but the Evian actually changed, and it is up there. It's quite up there. So you're looking at an 8 for the Evian. As you can see, the Evian, I don't have the whole one for that one. I left it in the car, but I remember it's an 8. And then you can also look at the test strip and bring it over here, and you'll see that it is the exact match for the 8. Okay, so we have an 8 for the Evian. Then the Fiji water also tested pretty well. And the Fiji water is going to give us a 9. The Essentia tested very well and is going to give us a 9 as well. The Evermore tested very well and gives us a 9. And then the Ozark, made right here in Texas, it did test better than the Great Value, but it's still on the alkaline scale, it's still very acidic. So you're actually looking at a 6. So the Made in Texas Ozark actually tested as well as the Smart Water and the Aquafina. So if you want something cheap and you don't really care about if it's alkaline or not, then that would be the Ozark. I think this would be the better value, seeing how it's $1 versus, and you get a gallon for that $1, versus the Aquafina and the Smart Water, which for the small bottles, it's like $2 and some change for each bottle, and you're only getting a little bit, and it tests the same. It's both of them are 6, just as well as the Ozark being a 6. So if you're looking for some great drinking water, whether you're in Texas or whatever, because I don't know where they have all these waters in what grocery stores, but the Evermore, the Essentia, and the Fiji water, and the Evian actually tested best. So you're looking at 8s and 9s. And again, as you see, these really, the short ones, they change colors when they were more alkaline based versus the ones that didn't, like the Aquafina, didn't change much at all. The Smart Water, alleged Smart Water, the Great Value Spring Water, and of course the Ozark. Okay, so if you want to test your own alkalinity, it's best to do it on an empty stomach. It's 2 hours before or after a meal. Kind of like I have for you to take the herbs on an empty stomach. So I'm going to actually do both of these at one time, and we're going to see how that works. Okay, I think this should be enough. I think I'm starting to lick the stuff off. So I guess we just chill out and just let them do its thing. And it should give us some results in a little bit. So I'm going to hold them up, and hopefully they'll dry fairly quickly. And I'm hoping to be at least an 8 or a 9, but we'll see. Okay, it's a good sign that the short ones are turning green, because remember when we did the test for the waters, it appeared that some of them didn't even turn colors. It just continuously stayed yellow, which is totally unacceptable and very acidic. So Okay, so we're back with our test results, and as you can see, I'm about an 8. I would have loved to see a little bit more blue in there and have been a solid 9, maybe even a 9.5. But in any case, I encourage everybody to get some alkaline strips, urinate on them, put a little saliva on them, test your water, your bath water, because remember, I love a bath, but guess what? I'm realizing I might be soaking in some calcium and some other funky stuff. Also, I wanted to test one thing I didn't do. I wanted to test the pH levels for my local drinking water, so I'll do that real quick. Let me do that. All right, so here is a test for my local tap water. And one good thing about it I'm looking at is that the short stick with the two patches are actually turning colors, which was not even with the Smart Water. The Smart Water and Aquafina, as well as some of the cheap dollar brands for a gallon, they didn't even want to change colors. So that's actually a really cool thing. According to this, it looks like it's about a 7 already. It can't be a 6 because that's more green than yellow. So wow, it appears that the local drinking water is actually better than the Smart Water and the Aquafina, and of course the Great Value as well.